What's happening, guys? My name is Samuel Adams, and today we're going to be talking about the competition between Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and many other flourishing platforms. Specifically this week, we've seen a big change from PlayStation that has chosen to enable crossplay in many games coming, but specifically this week with Fortnite. And that's a pretty good one to start with. So for those that don't know the full story of what's been going on, essentially Fortnite has been the talk of the town for the entirety of 2018 and really the latter half of 2017 as well. As of August, it had 73 million players, which is something you don't shake a stick at, and PlayStation wanted to get in on that crossplay functionality that we've seen from other consoles in the past. PlayStation was effectively the last holdout when it comes to allowing everybody to play with everybody else. Let's say hypothetically that you were playing on an Xbox. You could play with Switch players, PC players, mobile players, any other person that you really wanted to play with, except for the PS4 guys. Now let's say that you wanted to play on PS4, there was select crossplay between the PC platform, but aside from that, really nothing else. They had been really adamant about making sure that PlayStation appeared to be the best place to play Fortnite, and up until now they've been pretty set in their ways. However, according to a post on the official PlayStation blog this week, we did see John Codera coming out and making a statement saying that changes are going to be coming not just for Fortnite, but for the broader PlayStation community. A selection of the blog post does read as follows. For 24 years, we have strived to deliver the best gaming experience to our fans by providing a uniquely PlayStation perspective. Today, the communities around some games have evolved to the point where cross-platform experiences add significant value to players. In recognition of this, we have completed a thorough analysis of the business mechanics required to ensure that the PlayStation experience for our users remains intact today and in the future as we look to open up the platform. This represents a major policy change for SIE, which is Sony Interactive Entertainment, and we are now in the planning process across the organization to support this change. We will update the community once we have more details to share, including more specifics regarding the beta timeframe in regards to Fortnite, of course, and what this means for other titles going forward. Now, of course, a game that comes to mind whenever we're talking about what games could use crossplay is Rocket League, which is a game that really did kind of kick off the discussion around enabling crossplay across the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. However, at the moment, there is nothing that they have to share over at Psyonix. They're kicking off the questions back Sony's way. And of course, as you would expect, many people are already asking questions about games to come. What's going to happen with Call of Duty Black Ops 4? Are we going to be seeing crossplay enabled within something like Blackout, which is the big Battle Royale mode coming to this year's Call of Duty? Could you effectively play zombies with people on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC? That would be something that would be absolutely incredible. And of course, as you would expect, people are talking about games that have already come out. What's going to be happening with Destiny 2? Are we going to be able to see crossplay enabled with that to where you can raid with people on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4? That, again, would be a game changer. So as much as I would love to be able to say that this is the end of the console wars, if you want to call them that, it really truly isn't in my opinion, because we don't have the fully functioning crossplay mechanic that everybody would like to see at the current time. It's a step in the right direction, but it's not the finish line, if you know what I'm saying. We've won the battle, but we haven't won the war. On top of that, there's always going to be some kind of competition between the console manufacturers simply because that's the nature of the game. That is the nature of the industry. You have to maintain a reason for people to choose your product over somebody else's product, and that isn't going to be going away anytime soon, but it is going to be manifesting itself a little bit differently. Of course, in the future, exclusives for specific consoles are going to be driving people to choose one console over the other. That's how it always has been, and that's how it always will be. Because with Microsoft, you have stuff like Microsoft and Gears of War driving sales. On top of that, we saw the announcement that they had acquired many studios at E3, which means they're definitely beefing up their first-party catalog for the next generation of consoles. Then on the PlayStation side of things, you have everything from Uncharted to The Last of Us to Insomniac Games' Spider-Man, which has just come out, and it's kind of blazing the trail for a new kind of exclusive coming to the console. God of War, for example, tons of stuff over there on the PlayStation side of things, which means that is going to be a very healthy lineup, especially going into the next generation, and we'll see how they do. But the point does stand, exclusives are still going to be had on both sides of the aisle, and then of course you have Nintendo, where it's Nintendo. They're just a really special company. However, going forward, I think that timed exclusivity is going to be a big factor when it comes to what console people end up going with, specifically on the side of PlayStation, because it seems to be their big go-to marketing gimmick as of 2018. As for a couple of examples, when it comes to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, you do have a 7-day period of timed exclusivity for content on the PlayStation 4. On top of that, we've seen that Red Dead Redemption 2 is also going to be getting some timed exclusive content whenever it does launch in just a couple of weeks as well. And those are two very big notable games in the fall, and many have had the same kind of situation in the past. It's still very unclear as to how all of this is going to end up shaking out, but what do you think about the console wars and the way that things are trending? Do you think they're over? Do you think there's still going to be a kind of competition going on? Or do you think that we can all just put our differences aside and play the games? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, I do upload new stuff throughout the week, and I have a live gaming news show right here every weekday night at 7 p.m. so you can get caught up on the hottest gaming news from around the industry. But as for right now, I appreciate you guys checking out this video. I will talk to you soon. Peace.